And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. That clips the zone, and away we go this afternoon. And ball one. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-1. That one fouled off. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. Here's the lineup for the Reds. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
Struck him out looking. Matt McClain will hit next. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill today, Hunter Green.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And a foul ball. Just missed.
Aye! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. Sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Ground ball, left side, and it goes just foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Outside low, 2-2. One out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one's got a chance. It one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Trevor Larnach, the next twin up to hit. There's a strike at the knees. Man at second. That misses, and the count is 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
There's a swing and a miss.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1-2 now. Larnach tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. Here's Byron Buxton. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Correa at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. Lopez back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
So that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Digging in, Jake Fraley. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
All one's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And now
One
1 and
two
2.
strikes.
Second inning here, no score. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Spencer Steer in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wallner sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at target field. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Green, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Pitch
One
misses
ball,
there.
two
Going to count 1 and 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Here's Royce Lewis. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Pitch is in the dirt, and that is ball 1. And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Ty France. That one missed. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one catches the corner for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just
Ball, that's
missed.
outside.
Next
No,
pitch
that's
is
low.
downstairs. And there's ball
That's
4.
ball 4. Take your base.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now here is Brooks Lee. And the
Ball
first
1.
pitch misses for ball 1. That clips the corner. Lifted in the air, right center field. Friedel sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, the Gadget,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And the
Ball
first
1, no
offering is
strikes.
not close. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That was straight
1-1.
queso right there.
Out to short. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now batting Jamer Candelario. And that one clips the corner. And the 0-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. It's a leadoff double to start the 3rd.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's Gavin Lux. And ball 1.
Aye.
Up and in, 2-1.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Austin Hayes. There's the strike. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. So the batting order turns over. TJ Friedl, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. This one popped up. Candelario corrals it. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Correa.
Now Correa up to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. First pitch misses.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Had a swing and a line drive at a right field. Snags it on the run. And there are 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Larnach in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Chopped left side. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Elly De La Cruz.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
That clips the corner. This one in the air center field. Buxton sizing it up. Brings it in. And there's one down.
The bat, the second baseman, Matt.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. The Reds down by a run, top half of inning number 4. That one misses in the dirt. That's a little bit low.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Struck out swinging his first time. Popped up. Lead. And there's 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pickoff throw. Fraley, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. And a swing and a miss. McClain leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one ripped back there. And that ball is out of here. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
2 outs, nobody on. Spencer Steer now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And now the 0-1. Fought off foul. Foul ball still 0-2. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
In the air on the infield, France. And that is that. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So digging in, Matt Wallner. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses the zone.
No strike.
And that's ball 2.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 3.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
He was late there, strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
And next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. He's already homered in this game. And that's outside. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And a count 1-2. First and second here, no outs. Up the middle, and that one handled. The throw to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Now batting, first baseman.
Ty France digs in now. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Up and in, and that's ball 1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here's Buxton to score. And it's an RBI single. We are tied at 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
2 outs, runner on first. So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. On the ground, right side. McLean tosses to first, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. New inning getting started, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. Lopez back to work. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
There's a strike. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk. Go ahead run on base. Gavin Lux will hit next. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Way
that's off the plate.
inside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that's down. A base hit. The throw to third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next to hit, Austin Hayes. Right through there for a strike. No outs. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
I think ultimately
0-2 is
you
the
want
count.
to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The 0-2. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Big RBI for him right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Pablo Lopez departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen, Danny Coulombe.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
First and second, no outs. TJ Friedel, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one cutting but missing
Counts
down
1-0.
low. Lux at second. Hayes at first with no outs. Squirts away a little bit. Not in time.
Nope,
He's
hey.
safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. And the runners will move up.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in. And we're at the top of the fifth. Check swing, called strike. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Ellie De La Cruz on deck for Cincinnati. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. A switch hitter batting right.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Tonkin appears to be getting loose. Alcala, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time. Good balanced approach and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there. That one not close.
1 strike.
Ball 2. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. First offering, and it just misses. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch is outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
2-0. Strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Lined into right, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Jake Fraley getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
To the right side, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Outside, and that's ball 2. Fraley at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 7 and the Twins 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Ryan Jeffers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Twins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They haven't run a single count full in this ball game, and that's just wild to me. That stat alone shows they're making it way too easy to get them out.
In for a strike. Good slider.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Castro stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The Reds leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. That's in there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Into center. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Correa, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. And now 2-0. Slice down the right side. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Hunter Green with the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Inside,
in.
and it's 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Dives and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. 1 for 2. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. That misses. 1-1. That's down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And they'll do it again. Castro over at second. Larnach on at first with 2 down. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Stays alive. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Hunter Green done for the day, and not a great performance, but he leaves with a big lead. New arm when we get back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Graham Ashcraft. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Matt Wallner now at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. First pitch misses. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing and a miss as he
One
was
ball,
out front that
2
time.
strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nice work from the Cincinnati pen there. We're through 5. It's the Reds 7 and the Twins 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Aberson Castellano.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Candelario stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that. Some movement in the Twins bullpen.
No ball,
Brock
2
Stewart
strikes.
warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Alcala also throwing. And that one
One ball,
missing
2
inside a
strikes.
sharp slider. And
That's
there's a
ball
ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Comes the 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying, and it hits the fence. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next is the designated hitter, Gavin Lux. That one's
Ball
upstairs, ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 8-2. So a man at first. Stepping in, Austin Hayes. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1's the count.
And a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Friedel, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2
Lux, the
strikes.
base runner at first with 1 out. Just
Ball
off the
in.
inside corner. 1-2 to count. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
De La Cruz in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball there. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
The batter, number 9.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. That misses.
Nope, that's a ball.
And it's 1-0.
1-0.
And another ball. Two outs. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. This one high in the air to left center. Buxton sizing this one up. And that'll do it. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Reds 8 and the Twins 2. Back at Target Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. And there's a foul ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 8-3.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run.
Now it's going to be Ty France. A walk, and he's also singled. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that one is inside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. And out of here. Ty France goes deep. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-4.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And that one missing low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Jeffers in the box now. No balls and a strike. One down, base is empty.
Nope.
Slider misses outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one missed.
2-2 the count.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Castro in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
The batter, number 4.
Here's Carlos Correa. 1 for 3.
Correa.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. De La Cruz pulls it down, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-4 score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back, and here is Tyler Stevenson. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Spencer Steer digs in now.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
And that one sliced foul. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
That one misses.
Two
And the count 1-2. One away with a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. A little bit low. 2-2. In the air out to center. Base hit and a run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
One gone, runner at first. Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Steer over at first with one away. And that's a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Gavin.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Aberson Castellano out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
On the mound now for the Twins, Jorge Alcala.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 on, 1 out. Lolzz, the next to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First
Counts
pitch,
1-0.
not close. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
2 balls,
Runners at
no
first
strikes.
and second with 1 gone. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Save.
in there.
And now second and third with 1 gone.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 down. Austin Hayes getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. And the 0-2. And that
1
one
ball,
upstairs,
2
ball
strikes.
1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That
Timeout.
skips over the
Round
fence,
double.
so it's an automatic
2 bases,
double
everybody.
as they score a pair on the play.
These are the best kind of automatic doubles for an offense. Everyone scores on the play, and they still have a runner in scoring position. And they pitched to him with the base open at first, maybe regretting that a bit, but there's nothing they can do about it now.
Next to
Ball
hit,
1.
TJ Friedel. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Two and oh.
Next
Ball
pitch
3.
misses, and that's ball 3. And ball
Nope.
4, 2
Ball
aboard.
4.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So first and second with 1 gone at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
There
Oh,
was
the
a
count.
high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball
That's
is outside. That
Two
one
balls,
way
two
outside,
strikes.
and the count is 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hayes on second. Friedel at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it, squeezes it, and that'll do it. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Reds 12 and the Twins 4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sam Mole.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Right side, hard hit. Throws to first
He's
in
out.
time. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there. Now you see
1-1.
even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Pitch
Ball
misses. 2-1.
2-1.
And that's a
Ball
little
three.
bit high.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
I got 3-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Two down, base is empty. And now, Matt Wallner. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Mole, 33 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2013. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And a strike on the outside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a
That's a
very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch, and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
And the 1-0. Fouled off left side. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
.99 miles per hour to finish him off. So up next, Jake Fraley. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Yeah, there's the strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. 2 outs. Base is empty. Spencer Steer now at the plate. In the air out towards right center. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Mole back to work. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And now here is Ty France. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one pushed foul. A changeup missing. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 down, base is empty. Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's
Ball.
downstairs. 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. 2 out, space is empty. Here's a 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We go to the 9th and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jeimer Candelario. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a
Ball
ball.
2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. That one missed.
Full.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And he pumps it a strike. In the air, left field, down the line,
No,
and that
ball.
will drop foul. And that's
2
too
balls,
high.
2 strikes.
Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Fastball is outside.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
Hayes at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Good job to fight that one off. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Buxton pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back in Minnesota. So bottom of the ninth. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Next one in the dirt. Strike. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. It's 12-5. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Sam Mole is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Tony Santillan into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tony Santillan.
Back to the top of the order. And next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. Splits the plate. 0-1.
0-1.
And ball one.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz. And there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carlos.
And here comes Carlos Correa. 1 for 4 with a double. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That's off the mark. And 1-1.
1-1.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
2 balls,
downstairs.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down to the last out for the Twins.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So it's their last chance in this one. Trevor Larnach digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball
Oh,
right
one's the
by him.
count.
Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Next
Ball 1.
offering is down low. Two down, nobody on. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a count 2-1. Late swing, foul to the left. One strike away. Missed with a changeup. 3-2 now. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
12-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.